know what they gave me, but give me some more of it right now and you can have some.
Hey guys, this is Geoff with Fluent American, and today we're going to be analyzing the speech of Donald Trump to see what is he doing as a native speaker that can make him sound like a native. We're going to be looking at things like linking, stress, pronunciation, all those things and more.
Some have done not a great job, and some have done a very poor job, actually, but some have done a great job.
Look what he's doing with stresses. So typically in English, you're going to stress a noun after an adjective. Like, for instance, a great job, a poor job. But what is he doing? He says, like, great job. He's done a great job, or he's done a poor job. And why is he changing the stress? Well, he's changing the stress because this is going to make it sound a lot more emphatic on the adjectives. It's more important to pay attention to whether a job was done great or whether it was done in a poor way and things like that. So notice how he switches the stress onto the adjective, which is a little bit unusual. But in this case, it's supernatural because he wants to pay more attention to these qualities. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
We're working very closely with the governors of the states. Just this week, even the New York Times, this was shocking, was forced to admit that, quote, experts are saying with genuine confidence.
Let's pay attention a little bit to stress now. Notice how he says, even the New York Times. So like, what is he doing? He's holding the words just a little bit longer. This is something that a lot of people who learn English don't do. When they're stressing a word, they don't hold the words long enough. So what is he doing? He's lengthening the vowels. Even the New York Times, notice how he's holding that just to give it more attention. So this is another strategy that you can use in your own speech. Hold words a little bit longer if they're important to what you're saying.
Because of advances in treatment we pioneered.
How about linking? Linking is also a key part of sounding natural. So for instance, notice how he said because of, notice again, because ending on that z sound. So that's another thing. Watch out for S and Z sounds in English. He's pronouncing because with that z, and he's linking it onto the of. So like because of, it's not because of, it's because of. So he's linking them together. That's a key point. When a word ends on a consonant, next word starts with a vowel, join them together.
And we have been in many treatments, but because of these great advances, we've reached the point where the fatality rate.
Notice how he's doing pauses here and lengthening vowels. So, for instance, let's play that again really quick.
Point where the fatality rate.
So notice it just in that sequence. The point where the holding the fatality rate. So again, he's holding the first time, then he's holding rate the second time. You know, these situations where you hold a word longer, especially either for stress or for times when you're trying to think of what you want to say next. These are supernatural strategies that you can use in your own speaking.
Is reduced by 85% since April.
Again, you see some more stress here. 85%. You know, he doesn't say 85%. He says 85%. So again, stressed words, hold them longer. I really can't emphasize this enough. It's going to make you immediately sound more natural.
Well, I'm here, I'll tell you.
Little expressions like that, for instance, like I'll tell you. Earlier, he also had like a tag question, like right. You know, these sorts of things are small parts of language, but if the goal is to sound natural, you do need to put them into your speech at some point. These little expressions can make a big difference into sounding more like a native speaker.
Now we're going for emergency use because we're going to make it available to everyone who needs it for free.
Just a small note again about contractions. Try to put them in your speech. Native speakers use them all the time. For instance, you heard them there. You can also say like we're gonna, like these sort of contracted forms of language are super common.
And Eli Lilly is making a very similar drug, and Alex, they're working very hard on that, right? Alex Azar. So thank you very much, because I want people to get it.
We mentioned tag questions earlier. Notice they uses the tag questionnaire. Like, this is happening, right? Right. So like, this is a way to seek confirmation of what's going to occur. So if you're trying to get confirmation from someone you're talking to, a tag question like right is super common. And typically it's going to have like a rising intonation, right? Right? So it's not right, it's right, right.
It's really pretty amazing what happened because I wasn't feeling great. And the next day I wake up and I'm saying like, who can I fight today?
Notice again for phrasal verbs. So for instance, he uses wake up, wake up. Phrasal verbs, you're going to stress the second word, stress the preposition, the particle. So it's not wake up, it's wake up, stressing up. Also, it's going to link again with the K and the U, cup, wake up. And all these quick considerations that we mentioned, try to include in your own speech to start sounding a little bit more native-like.